Alright, in this video we're going to talk a little bit more about reading guitar tablature. Most people just call that tab. That's the shorthand version for it. So let's get right into one of these exercises. We have a single string melodies exercise and a two string melodies exercise. And all that means is one of the exercises, all the melodies are just going up and down one string. So you get used to that. And then on the other exercise, they combine two strings together. The melodies can be a little bit longer, and you get used to switching between two strings. Alright, so let's get into it, and I'm going to share this single string melodies exercise right here. Okay, so quick overview of tab. Once again, we have this bottom line, right? This is your low E string. So the low string on the page is your low E string, right? Next one up is A, right here. D, G, this is G, my picks in my guitar. And then B and then E. B, E. Okay, alright, so those are the strings and then the numbers here that tells you where you're going to place your finger. On which fret specifically that you're going to place your finger. So this open, open, 3, 3, open would sound like this. Okay? Alright, so the other thing we have to talk about here, other than just reviewing tab real quick, is we have some eighth note rhythms here in the bottom. So these notes right here with the flags connecting them, those are eighth notes, and they're half of a quarter note, right? These are quarter notes right here, and they get one count. These are eighth notes, and they get half a count. So that means two eighth notes go inside of one quarter note. Alright, 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1, 2, and 3, 4, and. Right? So if you clap quarter notes, you're counting 1, 2, 3, 4. And then eighth notes would be 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Now I wrote these exercises with just simple eighth note, quarter note rhythms. There aren't any that go on the and of the beat. So all of your eighth notes in a group, the first one should land on a beat. Something like this. You have 1, 2, 3, and 4. That one landed on 3, right? So this is going to be 1 and 2 and 3, 4. There's no syncopation in these exercises, just simple eighth note rhythms. Alright, so if you're struggling with this rhythm at first, great idea to just clap through it. Let's do that on the first line. I'll clap through it, and you can see this is all on your high E string. Alright, here we go. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That is the rhythm for the first line. Now, if you were to play that on your guitar, which is your goal, you don't want to just clap all these melodies. If you're going to play that on your guitar, it'll sound like this when you've gotten it down. 1, 2, oops, sorry, I need some volume. Yep. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, another thing we can talk about with this one, you have some of these, you're all the way up on the 5th fret. And you don't have 5 fingers on this hand that you press notes down with, right? So you're just going to do a pinky stretch and just shift up to that 5th fret for those notes. Okay, but for the most part, keep your fingers in this block of 4 right here. Alright, let's move on to, I will include play-alongs for both of these that go through the whole thing so you can play with me. Let's go ahead and check out the two-string melodies now over here. Alright, so here's a melody. It's an 8-bar phrase. I believe these are all 8-bar phrases. That just means there's 8 measures, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 6, 7, 8. And you have this double bar line that marks the end of that melody before it moves on to the next one, which is going to use the B and E strings. So let's look at that this first melody. For now, just use this bottom part, the actual notation for the rhythm, right? So again, this would be 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a half rest, right? 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, that is a rest. Okay, let's go ahead and play through this first one. Alright, this uses the A string and the D string. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, go. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. 1 and 2, 3, 4. Okay, that's what that first example will sound like. Now, for the most part, you do want to be picking down and up throughout the whole exercise. The one string one as well. Okay, so those are just some different simple melodies with eighth notes, quarter notes, half notes, and it goes through all the different string sets. You have A and D, B and E, and then G and B, D and G, and I think there's one more. It doesn't look like this one got named, but this is going to be the E and A strings right here. Okay? Alright, as usual, if you have any questions, feel free to shoot me an email, and I will get back to you. Maybe set up a lesson, and happy plucking. See you in the next video.